It is Thursday, July 23rd. It is time to get in the weeds. I'm Jeremy Lambert. That is SP3. I need to change the background to the two-person background. There we go. Two-person background there. Plenty to talk about today. AEW Dynamite last night. SP3 is surprising me with the mid-year Weddies, which I don't know what the categories are. I'm probably not going to take this very serious because that's my brand on this show. And we'll get into some other stuff. I, of course, just want to spend the entire show playing Six Rings because I'm kind of addicted to it now, but I only play it on this show, so that's all my addiction. SP3 is lip syncing talking here. And how are you, buddy?
I was letting you get all your feelings out before I said anything. I was just,
Were you trying to manipulate me, SV3?
Yeah,
Is that
I
what
was
you were
trying to.
doing?
No, I wasn't manipulating you. I was trying to affirm your thoughts. I was
I
just
feel like you were
yep, yep, yep,
manipulating
yep.
me.
No. I was agreeing. I was agreeing and affirming. And I was like, yep, whatever you just said. Yep, that sounds about right. Yep, that's exactly how I feel.
The manipulation line. I assume you've not watched this season of The Ultimatum so far.
No, I have not.
Good television, I gotta say.
No.
Good television. Yeah. They don't know what the word manipulation means, clearly, on the show, but they love using the word manipulation. So
That
that's
seems kind of counterproductive, but
yeah. It's amazing. There's some terrible people on this season. If you
I'm
if you
sure.
end up watching it, yeah. This might be. I don't know if it's the best season yet because my memory is terrible, so I don't remember the other seasons.
Mm-hmm.
It's a strong season so far, though. So I encourage you to watch it when you get a chance.
It depends on the wifey. It depends on. She doesn't get into all the reality shows as much as I do, and then she has a tendency of we start watching one, and then she gets bored with it, and then she just wants to stop watching. But she doesn't realize that I'm a completionist that has to continue watching. So yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, if you do get a chance to watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. I only did the manipulation line for people who have seen the episodes, and my wife who probably laughing because
She's
just
probably
to pop her.
cackling right now.
Yeah, just to pop her. That's basically the only reason I do this show, just to pop myself and my family.
Seems like the only reason you should do the show.
Yeah, what good is it if I'm not gonna pop myself. Speaking of, this isn't even. I mean, it's sort of to like pop myself. It's a bit. I'm a fan of bits, but it's a bit for a good cause. SP3.
Okay.
Tomorrow on the show, end of the show, I will be doing the Ice Bucket Challenge to support
Nice.
ALS. Yes, I did not get nominated or anything. Nobody nominated me. I don't know if that's like breaking protocol, but
It is kind of, yeah.
is it?
Yeah, kind of.
Really? Like then somebody has to do it first before they get nominated. But then not
But
everybody nominates
that
somebody.
person is the trend. That person is the chain. You are breaking the chain of command and you're starting a new chain.
Okay. So,
It's up to you.
all right, somebody do this and nominate me then.
No,
Like, you have to do it today.
Start a new chain. Start a Fightful chain.
All right, I'll start a new chain. I feel like it would be. It seems a little. It's to support ALS and make awareness for ALS. So it seems weird of like, well, you can only do this if you're nominated. Like, what if people want to, make people aware and support without someone else like almost forcing them to by nominating them,
Yeah,
That seems weird to me.
I get it.
I'm going to let you know now you're going to be nominated. So,
I know. Once you said you were doing it, I was like, I figure I'm going to be nominated next. Thanks.
I'm letting everybody know that. So apparently Sean's already been nominated. All right, I won't double nominate Sean. Then.
So you got Joel, me, Kate, Cresta,
Jensen. What was my other one? Jensen.
Okay.
I was gonna call Joel a coward because I don't think he'll do it. So
damn, you're trying to reverse psychology him to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I was gonna nominate. It was gonna be, how many people do you get to nominate? Like as many as you want?
I think it's like I've seen as many as like 5 or 6.
Okay, I thought it was 4, but I don't know. I've got 4 names. Sean was on it. I'll take him off.
Okay.
All right. You're supposed to do the bucket or donate, but most people do both, so protocol is shattered anyway.
Well, there's that.
There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna do the bucket. If someone would like to do it today and nominate me, then great. Because I'm gonna. If not, I'm gonna do it tomorrow anyway. Oh.
he said you can either get on the job and nominate me, or I'm doing it by myself.
Yeah. If someone, I don't know if anybody in our chat's been nominated or anything. I have no idea, but I'm gonna do this anyway. Do I need to like send out a tweet of like, hey, somebody nominate me to do this?
Yeah, send the tweet out. Let's see if somebody does it.
Am I trying to get them to break protocol? Who's breaking protocol? I guess I am. But...
Yeah, he's breaking protocol here.
Okay, all right.
But he's been warned. At least he's been warned.
Now I feel bad.
You shouldn't feel bad. You should just do you.
I know I shouldn't feel bad because like it's supporting like ALS and everything.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not waiting for Sean. I'm not waiting for Sean to do his. 1, I don't know if he's gonna nominate me. 2, I don't know when he's gonna do it. Like I'm ready to do this on the show, for tomorrow. Like that's when I want to do it. So I don't want to wait any longer. I've already made up my mind that I'm doing it tomorrow. Oh, I'm saying getting people to nominate you, but who nominated them? Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Maybe somebody nominated them and they're doing it.
Yeah, it's a chain. It's a chain.
Yeah, I don't know who's been nominated to do it. So
it's okay.
Maybe Sting nominated Tony. Maybe I'll tell Tony, like, hey, nominate me in your video so I can do this, you know?
Yeah, you got a close relationship with Tony now, so you're good.
Exactly. Friend of the show, Tony Khan.
Friend of the show, Tony Khan. Should we do the middies before we talk about Dynamite?
Yeah, that's fine. We can do it. Yeah, with Sting. Sting was probably nominated though.
Yeah, he was nominated.
Yeah, Sting was nominated. I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Young Bucks nominated.
Yeah, Sting was probably nominated.
No.
All right. Yeah, we could do the middies first. Before we do that, leave a thumbs up on the video. All that helps us out. All that goes a long way. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a super chat. All that fun stuff. We're here Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. Myself, SP3, and Joel. SP3 here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Those are the better shows. Joel is here on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And myself and Jensen will be live later on this evening, 6:30 with the Spotlight. We will see if Jensen is still employed. He said yesterday he was. We'll see. I know.
I saw that part. Yeah. I saw that part of the show.
Yeah.
I didn't see you were alone until way too late.
Oh, it's fine. I knew Joel was going to be here at some point. He said he was going to be like 15, 20 minutes late. I just didn't want to start the show that late. Like, I'm okay starting the show like five minutes late because that's just normal at this point.
Exactly.
But yeah, 15 to 20 was too long. So I was like, I'll just go solo. And then Jensen popped on. So it was fine. Fuck you.
Well, damn.
That was the hook bit for a while. Just fuck you. Yeah. Not to a 24-hour stream. Again, absolutely not.
He's like, I'm over this shit.
Absolutely not. It'd be for a good cause. I'll do the ice bucket challenge over a 24-hour stream.
There you go. Sounds much more appeasing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nah, Jose knows I love him. All right. Mid-year Weedies. I don't know what we're doing. Middies, okay. I don't know what Money Mark just popped me. I don't know what the categories are. So I don't know if there's nominees.
You want nominees?
I know. I mean,
I can give you nominees.
No, that's no fun.
I can give you nominees.
No, that's no fun.
If you want.
I want to come up with my own answers. But I'm not going to take this seriously.
I know you're not.
Okay.
That's why I took it seriously.
Okay.
For the both of us.
All right.
Are you
All
ready?
right. I'm ready when you are.
All right. So the middies. Welcome to the middies, ladies and gentlemen. This is our mid-season awards for the In the Weeds morning show here. We're going to start off with Tag Team of the Year. Because in a lot of people's eyes, when it comes to tag teams, me and Jeremy is way up on the list. We have cohesion, we have chemistry, we have laughs, we have good times. So we're going to start off with the Tag Team of the Year. If Jeremy would like, I can give y'all some nominees.
No,
the nominees.
no.
I'm rating the nominees.
No, I don't want nominees. All right, well, I'm not going to vote for a nominee then.
Exactly. I know you're not anyway.
All right, you can give the nominees. No. I'm not picking from that category.
No, it's fine. The winner of SP3's award for the best tag team of the mid-year for the In the Weeds midi is... the Knockout Brothers, Yuto Ice and Oscar of New Japan Pro Wrestling. They have put on some of the best tag team matches of the year, whether it was against United Empire, against Yuya Uemura and Shoto Umino, against TMDK. They've been the hottest act in New Japan Pro Wrestling, been very popular, selling good merch as well, I'm hearing, and then they're getting good reactions every single time out. They have to be my tag team of the year. Other people that I was considering, the Young Bucks. I feel like the Young Bucks are on pace for one of their best years of their whole entire career. And then FTR with their reign as AEW World Tag Team Champions. It's been a good half year of tag team wrestling so far.
All right, this is a pretty easy one for me, honestly. I think there's only one correct answer here. It is Scream Mode, Brie Bella, and Paige.
Scream Mode!
Banger theme. That's my pick. I don't know if you've seen their matches. They've always ranked highly on my match of the month. I won't say what the category is.
Your worst matches of the month.
We don't have to say that part.
Number one.
We don't have to say that part. They just always rank highly on my matches of the month. That's all you need to know. We don't need to know what the category is for my matches of the month.
Middies. This guy not respecting the sanctity of the middies. It's ridiculous.
The sanctity of the middies that just came on.
Yes! This is highly prestigious middies. What are you talking about?
The NBA Cup of this show.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to get across. All right. Best on the mic for the In the Weeds middies. A lot of good candidates. These are the best performers as far as memorable promos throughout the year. Best on the mic, whether it's promo on digital media or on the television, whether it's on commentary with a mic in their hand, a backstage segment. And the winner is... of course, it's the woman that I begged on social media to get more live mic time. It's Tekla. Tekla is best on the mic for the half year. So many great memorable promos, whether it was her and Alex Windsor, where she said, "I said dumb bitch and magically you appeared." And also one of the other great moments of that promo was, "I didn't get fired. I didn't get kicked out of Japan." Okay, I got kicked out of Japan. Her memorable performance on commentary during the Casino Gauntlet, where she said more memorable things like, "I wish me and Mina Shirakawa were friends so I could just come up to her and go, brrr." And then last night, we'll talk about on Dynamite. So, has to be Tekla for best on the mic. Let's see you disrespect Tekla and not give her what she deserves.
This is a tough one. You know, I'm a fan of just good talking. Who cares about professional wrestling and professional wrestling? Give me long, drawn-out segments out here. I almost went with Seth Rollins. Almost.
I bet.
Yeah, people know. Seth Rollins would have been too easy to go with, right? Because there's really only one true answer for this SP3.
This show warning shot.
That's a man who's a master on the mic. Jey Uso. Multiple catchphrases, multiple memorable moments. Every promo he has is memorable because he gives the warning shot, bow, and then he yeets. Doesn't matter what else he says. Warning shots, yeet. That's all you need when it comes to the microphone work. Jey Uso.
I don't know why I've been trying. I'm trying for y'all at this point. Best weekly show. There's many weekly shows on wrestling television, and Jeremy hates about 99.9% of them. So let's give it to our best weekly TV show of the year so far. It is AEW Dynamite. AEW Dynamite has been the most consistent. I think the only competition it really had was the AAA show on Saturdays. I think that Collision has been pretty consistent, but it doesn't have the star power that Dynamite has. Dynamite has delivered some of the best TV matches of the year, some of the best TV promos of the year, some of the best stories of the year. It has to be Dynamite for best weekly show.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it
Dynamite.
does. Yeah, it does, but you're gonna tell me it's not.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be AEW Dynamite SP3. You know what I'm going with? Especially for the first half of the year, it might tail off a little bit in the second half of the year.
I know because it's one less hour. I know.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah. SP3 knows it's SmackDown. 3 hours. You get 3 hours of pro wrestling every Friday night. What is better than that? Who doesn't love more pro wrestling than 3 hours every Friday? Again, my second half of the year, not off to a great start. Only 2 hours, little weak so far. But first half, not even close. Oh, Dynamite has a 15-minute overrun. Big deal. 3 hours is what you got for SmackDown.
It's got a 15-minute overrun. Big deal.
Cares?
I don't know why I do this to myself. I don't know why I do this to myself. But yes, SmackDown is his best weekly show. Guys.
Yeah.
Yep. Best major show of the year. So this is the best pay-per-view premium live event of the year so far.
Wrap.
I'll let you go first.
That's a wrap.
WrestleMania
Night 1. Come on. Yeet. WrestleMania Night 1. It's over. Ad break after ad break after ad break. Cody and Randy Orton. Jelly roll.
You're supposed to say ad banger after ad banger after ad banger after ad banger. It's not an ad break. It's an ad banger because that's all they do. Deliver banger, ad banger.
Jelly roll Pat McAfee in the main event. What else could you ask for on this show? No, it's WrestleMania Night 1. Hulk Hogan documentary? You got to watch the whole Hulk Hogan documentary.
I didn't have to wait time after. That's true.
Yeah. Liv Morgan being thanked for cutting time? Come on now.
You saw I cut time for you. Yes, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Oh, poor girl.
That's the greatest show in the world. WrestleMania Night 1.
My best show of the year so far was AEW Double or Nothing 2026. Arguably a top 2, top 3 AEW pay-per-view. from Takeshita and Okada delivering one of the best matches of the year, to MJF and Darby Allin completing one of the best story arcs in AEW history. You had the opener, the I Quit match with Cope and Cage turning back the clock, with FTR putting on an amazing matchup there. You had no misses. This is the Illmatic of wrestling pay-per-views. There's no misses. The only thing close to a miss is a good Athena versus Mina Shirakawa match, or a very good Jon Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly matchup. Every single match hit. You got the insanity of the Stadium Stampede. You got some great X Division throwback action with Will Ospreay and Samoa Joe. You got this incredible spectacle of high risk, high spots with Bandito and Swerve Strickland. Every single match gave you something different on the card. That is the best show of the half year.
Didn't have enough ad breaks.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right there. You got me there. You got me there. The biggest draw of the year, or biggest box office draw of the year, is the person who has made the most difference for the business in their company. All right, Jeremy, who do you got as the biggest box office draw?
You got to give me a second to think about the events of the year. I had pretty easily.
I mean, that's
fair. You got to give me a second to think about this one.
I think I'm gonna do a tie. It's a tie for me.
Okay.
It is MJF and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns mainly because he is our tribal chief. WrestleMania did box office. It did some of its best numbers ever with lower attendance than the year prior. And the reason that a lot of those people paid those prices is for our tribal chief versus CM Punk in one of the best WrestleMania main events of the whole year. And it just feels like the show without him, you feel it more. I think that's the real reason I will give him some praise as biggest box office draw. But for me, MJF has been the more impressive of the two. AEW business-wise hasn't greatly improved and isn't up in the weekly attendance. Pay-per-view attendance is looking good. Pay-per-view buy rates are looking good. And viewership, the TV viewership as of late, and especially when MJF was on top as AEW World Champion, was looking really good. So I have to say he's made a big difference being on top. The AEW World title picture has been one of the best stories, if not the best story in all of wrestling. And a lot of that comes down to MJF. So he's the biggest box office draw for me, along with Roman Reigns.
I think the answer is John Cena. John Cena has been present on every show. Obviously, you can't see him. But there has been when he's not there, you definitely feel it. Because look at last year when he was there. And this year, not there. And look how badly the shows have tanked without John Cena. He's made just a couple of appearances this year. The WrestleMania, the two biggest shows of the year. John Cena, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Backlash, big show. Announced the John Cena Classic, which everybody is only talking about the John Cena Classic. And where's
has anyone mentioned the John Cena Classic since they announced it?
I mention it all the time. What the hell's going on with the John Cena Classic?
My bad.
So I feel like the answer is John Cena, because you can see that the impact that he has had from last year to this year and how far it's fallen off without John Cena.
There. I guess that's kind of fair. Then we got best feud of the year. The best rivalry that compelled us to watch, made people come out to see them live, made a difference in whatever company it was in. What was the best feud of the year? My winner for best feud of the year is El Grande Americano versus the original El Grande Americano, just in AAA. Nothing in WWE, just in AAA. It's a standalone feud. It doesn't even happen outside of AAA. I'm not going to acknowledge it outside of AAA. El Grande versus OG El Grande. It was some of the best television, the best pull apart brawl we've seen in recent memory. The great storyline involving Andrea and her being fired to get the matchup for El Grande against OG El Grande. The last angle they did with the T-shirt, he has the Andrea T-shirt on, and they leads to them brawling, but they still get the matchup. And then the matchup is one of the best matches of the year, so it has to be that for me.
I think you're half correct. El Grande and El Grande, but the WWE version, to me, was a little bit better than the AAA version. But the correct answer here: the Hardys and the Righteous.
Oh my God!
This has been going on for over 7 months now. SP3. This is one of the greatest feuds we've ever seen. It might end tonight. It might finally end tonight in the Righteous deletion. We're going to finally get the blow off. But the fact that it's still going on and we haven't gotten the blow off despite the Wicked Garden match and the other matches that they've had.
You don't even know, folks.
All you need is...
You can tell by that pause. All the other matches that they've had.
all we need is the Wicked Garden match, which should have probably been the blow off, but
I mean,
we got to do the Righteous deletion match on top of it. They were in the ladder match together where the Hardys won the title.
They were. They definitely were.
I'm sure they had some tag team matches against each other.
I'm sure they have as well.
The Hardys and the Righteous is my answer.
This guy
and TNA was going to win something. Come on now.
I guess TNA had to win something, right?
Yeah.
They've been awful all year, so they had to win something. I can't with this guy. Best promotion of the year. This is where I thought TNA was gonna win out.
Well,
best promotion of the year. This is the promotion that has driven the conversation. This is the promotion that has done the best, that has the best fan perception around it, and has offered some of the best matches, promo, stories of the whole entire year.
This is easy.
Go ahead.
WWE.
Yeah.
Because not only are you getting WWE, we got NXT, we got AAA, we got TNA. They're the only reason people are talking about TNA. It's 100% driven the conversation. I don't know if you heard Jim Ross, but the only thing people talk about is WWE.
Oh, wow.
That's the only thing anybody talks about is WWE. These other websites don't cover anything else.
That's true.
Yeah, it's easily. This isn't even a close competition. Who does the biggest ratings? Who makes the most money? Who has the most talent? Who has the most hours of television?
WWE.
What other qualifications are we doing here? That's the most important things.
Quality. No, quality.
Do you not listen to Nick Khan? Ratings?
No. I don't care about Nick Khan.
Ratings? WWE.
No, I don't care.
Revenue? WWE. Relevancy? WWE.
Don't care.
Those are the three things that
don't
matter.
Care about that either.
Who's on ESPN during the finals?
I don't care.
WWE.
No,
That's
I don't care.
the only correct answer.
I really don't care.
They're not on television.
They are on my TV, but I will give best promotion to... I was thinking about CMLL. CMLL won it for me for 2025, but right now, I'm going to lean to AEW. I just think that AEW feels like it's in the best stretch of their whole entire kind of existence as far as like the quality and where they're at and the focus on like story, despite kind of the haphazard way they put together the redemption card. I think that's going to even turn out well for them. And I've never seen a promotion that has been on this high of a level quality wise on pay-per-view ever in my life. And I loved
Clearly
ROH.
didn't watch WCW in the 2000s.
I love New Japan Pro Wrestling in the 2010s. I love the NXT TakeOver era, but like those were delivering some great, amazing shows. Some shows that I would still put in like the top 10 greatest wrestling pay-per-views that I've ever seen, but I've never seen a promotion go on this consistent of a run on pay-per-view like AEW. And I think that's the main strength that makes them the promotion of the year. New Japan Pro Wrestling was definitely a high candidate for me the first 3 months of the year. I think they kind of slid off a little bit. They lost a bit of momentum as far as what they were doing, kind of with the tickets they were selling and everything else a bit in the spring. I think it was the right choice of making the move to put the title on Callum Newman and making a new star. And now you have another guy that's being shaped into another legitimate main eventer. But I just think that kind of that, as well as kind of a dip in storytelling because of the Best of Super Juniors tournament, and I didn't like the tournament as much as I have in the past. I think that's the main reason that it's lower on my list than it would. I would probably put CMLL number 2. I would put Stardom number 3 because Stardom has had a really solid year without a lot of people talking about them, and then I would have New Japan at 4.
All irrelevant, all irrated, all irrevenued compared to WWE.
Okay. Gotcha. Then we got the big ones. We got the big ones. We got the big 3, y'all. It is the wrestlers of the year and the match of the year. Let's start off, ladies first, with women's wrestler of the year. And it is, of course, for me, Tekla. The Toxic Spider has become one of the fastest rising female stars that I think we've seen in AEW history. Like, we've seen kind of the likes of Toni Storm come into the company, and Toni Storm had plenty of like credentials coming in to even WWE the run before she came to AEW. She was one of the most decorated women on the UK independent scene before she signed with WWE. Wins the Mae Young Classic, wins the NXT UK Women's Championship, and then she goes on to NXT, the main roster, leaves WWE, comes to AEW. She's already in the conversation for what being one of the best women's wrestlers in the world. Tekla, before she signed with AEW, she was a lower card founder on the Stardom roster. She would never touch the main event on a Stardom show unless it was a lower tier show and she was in a trios match for the Artists of Stardom Championship. Tekla went from a lower card Stardom act to the number 1 woman in AEW. We have never seen anything like that, probably this side of Mariah May. And Mariah May probably had a bigger spot in Stardom than Tekla did. And Tekla was there longer. So Tekla has just been amazing. She's the best on the mic. She's one of the most entertaining characters. She's had good to great matches, whether it was Starlight Kid at Forbidden Door, whether it was the 4-way at Double or Nothing, her series of matches with Chris Statlander where she won the title, or some of the best women's matches we've seen on AEW television as of late. Tekla is firing on all cylinders. She is my women's wrestler of the half year. Other nominees for me, I would say Mercedes Moné. Since she's come back, she's been killing it in the first half of the year, going around selling out independent shows and dropping the titles. She did the right thing. She did have the layoff, and I think that's what stops me from putting her higher up on the list. As far as WWE, it hasn't been the strongest year. I think the best candidate would probably be Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray has just been amazing, putting on the best women's matches in the company right now. And I think she's been killing it. I think before her injury, Rhea Ripley would be a strong candidate for women's wrestler of the year. And Willow Nightingale, she had the layoff with the shoulder injury, but she's been having a solid year as well. But those would be my nominees for women's wrestler of the year. That Jeremy's not going to say any one of those names, and he's probably going to say someone who hasn't defended her title in over 100 days.
There's only one answer here, SP3. It's the Royal Rumble winner. It's the star of WWE Unreal. It's the greatest women's world champion of all Trouble.
That's me. Cherry lips and bad energy. Say it once, say it twice, and I'll give it to you all night. I'll be your bad advice.
Liv Morgan. That's the only correct answer here.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I didn't see anything that made me give Liv Morgan a nominee.
Did you not see that WrestleMania entrance?
I watched the matches, sir. I listened to the promos.
Matches.
Yeah, matches and promos. That's what I try to value, but see you do stuff differently. It's okay. It's okay. Men's Wrestler of the Year. My winner for the half year. Of the year. Is that your wrestler of the year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Main event Jey Uso, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yep. My men's wrestler of the year is Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF. I think MJF has had the best year of any men's wrestler in the industry. His impact on AEW has been tremendous as an ambassador, as a draw, as the AEW world champion. He's checked all the boxes when it comes to his promo work, when it comes to his mic work, when it comes to his outside of the ring appearances and representing the company and just being a driving force. And then we have the news that we'll probably talk about more in a little bit here of MJF having some influence on the creative side of things. He's kind of had his hands in every side of the game for AEW, and AEW is my best promotion of the half year. MJF has to be the best men's wrestler of the half year, even though Jeremy is not going to give it to him and disrespect Maxwell Jacob Freeman. I'm guaranteed I'm going to send this to him so he can slap you the next time he sees you. But Max, congratulations, half year middies. He is the wrestler of the year. Let's see if he can keep it up for the next half of the year now that he lost the AEW World Championship.
I already gave my pick.
Yeah, no, you did. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then finally, it's the big one for the middies. It is the match of the year. Yes.
Easy.
Go ahead. Tell the people your match of the year.
No, I don't know. I feel like mine is, more valuable than yours. You're gonna give it. You're gonna give it to Tanahashi and Okada or Americano and Americano. Like, okay, two matches that were way too long. They did too much. There wasn't really a great story in either of those matches. Bunch of kickouts at 1 and 2 and all this stuff. Like, not really that important. Mine, is way more prestigious because you don't know what it's gonna be. Go ahead.
I know exactly who it's gonna be. But
what's it going to be, SP3?
No. I'll let you.
Put it in the private chat.
No, I'm good.
I feel like you got to put this on record if you think you know what it's going to be. See, my wife says I think she thinks she knows. I'm gonna ask her. What do you think it's going to be? She will let me. She's got the video's got to like catch up to her.
Yeah.
And everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
Match of the year. My match of the year is going to be MJF versus Kenny Omega.
Don't lie.
3 from Beach Break, AEW Dynamite. That is my TV match of the year. My real match of the year is Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Kazuchika Okada from NJPW Wrestle Kingdom 20 because nothing made me feel the emotions of rooting Tanahashi on in his final matchup and truly believing he could win, yet still being so satisfied and so happy to see Okada jump on his elbow and then do the Rainmaker pose before putting him away. That last 5 to 10 minutes of that matchup was like a thrill ride. It was like I was on a roller coaster of emotions. I cried at the end seeing him celebrate and all the people come out and give him his flowers. It's so much emotion. It has to be the match of the year of the half years for the middies.
Everybody's wrong so far. Oh, Cody and Randy, Tiffany and Shade. No. What is your pick, SP? What do you think I'm going to say? I guarantee you're wrong. So you can go ahead and put it out there. You're not influencing me in any way. What do you think I'm going to say? Did you think I was going to say Cody and Randy?
Paige and Brie Bella versus the Irresistible Forces.
No.
Okay.
You guys are thinking way too small here.
Mm-hmm.
The match of the year is the Hardys against the Dudleys. And I know you're thinking, hold on. I know you're thinking, oh, it didn't happen in 2026. This match is timeless. This match is timeless. We are still talking about this match today. We are still talking about it today. This dominated the discourse.
I'm not talking about it. You're talking about it.
This dominated the discourse during an AEW pay-per-view weekend. No one was thinking about that AEW pay-per-view. All you were thinking was, wow, that Hardys and Dudley match. That really did stand the test of time. That match was not stupid at all. That ending, poetic, amazing.
Yep. You sound like a 10-year-old. Yeah.
Oh, it didn't take place in 2020. It doesn't matter. Timeless matches.
That actually does matter for a match of the year vote. That does matter. That
timeless matches.
In the
no time. Hence the word timeless.
No.
Yes.
No.
Some might argue, SP3, that it may not have taken place in 2026, but it is still going today.
No. Some people would say that it's over. It's over. You just want to drag it up.
Some like people would say it is still going today.
You're dragging it up. You're dragging it up right now.
The Hardys and the Dudleys is my pick.
That's disgusting.
I told you no one was going to get it.
because it's not in the year. Duh.
It's in the last year?
No.
It is. It is in the last year.
We're doing a 2026 award.
Time has no meaning.
Yes, Yes, it does.
No,
it does when we talk about this. Yes, it does.
It has no meaning.
Yeah. Yep. But it's okay. It's okay. I expected this.
Any other awards?
No, that was it. That was the last one.
Okay.
That was the last one. Disrespect the sanctity of the very prestigious middies.
Did I disrespect the sanctity? I mean, you do matches of the week and month. I do worst of the month. I feel like I correctly made my picks.
We just did worst and best of the year of the half year so far.
I feel like I correctly made my picks here.
Fair enough.
All right. AEW Dynamite. Yeah, nobody got that one, by the way. Nobody.
Like, because it did not happen this year. Why are you bragging about that?
I'm unpredictable.
Okay, all right, guy.
I'm unpredictable out here. AEW Dynamite last night. If you like professional in-ring wrestling, this show was for you. And that's all I got. And if you like a really good promo segment. And if you like a really good promo segment.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. It was a great in-ring show. There wasn't like a ton of talking points coming out of it. The most news was Tony after the show on Twitter being like, anyway, we got a 6-way ladder match. Mystico's not cleared. All these people are back from their visa issues. Like, shit, Tony, you could have done some of this on the show.
You could have done a special announcement and popped the rating. Like, come on, man. But no, it was a very good show. Like you said, a very strong in-ring show. It kind of fits the theme on what I've been saying for the last couple of months of how they've kind of restructured how they do the go-home show, where they will give you a very strong in-ring focused episode of Dynamite to lead into the pay-per-view, as kind of more or less not like directly focusing all of their efforts into hyping the pay-per-view, but more or less giving you a preview for what you will see at the pay-per-view. And I think they do a good job of that. And this might have been kind of the most straightforward version of that, where like last time, I think before Forbidden Door, I think they had like 8 matches on that show before Forbidden Door. And that just felt like overkill. And I think the one before that, before Double or Nothing, it was like a 3-hour show. So they had like another like 8 matches on it, with a bunch of them being very good. This was more of a straightforward, more simplistic way of doing it, where they had 5 matches. All of them were good for the most part, and then some of them were fantastic, like the Brodito versus Brodo Okada matchup. Some of them were great, like Darby Allin and Kevin Knight. Some of them were really fun and violent, like the women's no DQ matchup. Some of them were more focused on actually telling a story instead of just providing great in-ring quality, like the main event with Omega, Ospreay, and Moxley further developing their story heading into All In. So I thought that they hit a lot of different notes, and then we got in my opinion, I think it's one of the best women's promo segments in AEW history, because they don't have a lot of them live in front of the fans like this. I think that it's in the short list of one of the better ones that they did, and the crowd was into it as well.
Here's my sort of nitpick, and it's the headline as well of this show. Omega and Kevin Knight didn't feel like it was the most important thing at the end of this show. I know Kevin Knight stood tall. He had both the titles and everything. That felt very like, oh yeah, this is the main event match on the pay-per-view this weekend. We should probably do something with this. Like, Omega and Ospreay is the match right now. And even Moxley's, kind of insertion into these things feels like a bigger talking point than Kevin Knight does right now. So that's I don't even know if it's an issue. It just, look, I said it before. Redemption's going to be a great pay-per-view. It's going to be. In-ring wise, going to be a great pay-per-view. Haven't fully loved the build to a lot of things. And you brought up MJF and how he seemingly influenced Kenny Omega against the TNT champion. Kevin Knight just happened to be the TNT champion. Well, sure, because MJF decided to lose the title on television instead of the pay-per-view, where everyone just figured, yeah, MJF and Kenny's going to be at the pay-per-view, and then once it was on the pay-per-view, it's like, all right, well, who are we going to give the title shot to? Oh, well, Kevin Knight's the TNT champion. That's our second most important title, so we'll just give the title shot to Kevin Knight. And Kevin Knight had a claim for it by beating MJF, but they had to kind of roundabout way, or not beating MJF, MJF saying he could have the title shot. But yeah, it kind of had to roundabout way to do everything. Till you're saying there's nothing Kevin Knight could do to overshadow Ospreay, Mox, and Omega. Sure, but that's the position he's in. That's the position they've put him in. This is why I thought the match this weekend should be Omega and Moxley, because that ties into the stuff with Ospreay better.
I'm not interested in that, and I feel like that's a waste of Moxley being built up and not taking any losses this year just for Kenny Omega to be the one to beat him. Omega doesn't need that win. I'd rather the Young Bucks beat him on Sunday and get some credibility heading into the Copen Cage matchup more than Omega, who just beat MJF, who's been the other protected champion of the year. So I think that would be a waste. The perfect person, I will repeat again, like I said last week, it was Kazuchika Okada. It's the simplest person. It's the one match that they know will move tickets for a show that is not moving tickets right now at all because you decided to build towards the future. And don't get me wrong, I stood up on here on last week's show and I told y'all all the reasons why this Kevin Knight choice is not the best choice for redemption. Am I saying that there is no positives to using Kevin Knight? No, not whatsoever. It's a polarizing decision because I can see the people that are in favor of Kevin Knight being in this spot, why it makes sense. You are building towards the future. You're basically sacrificing this buy rate and this matchup to build towards Kevin Knight becoming a main eventer in the future. It's similar to what they did last year with Kyle Fletcher against Hangman Adam Page. That had a better setup to it, and I think that's why we feel a little bit differently heading into that matchup in comparison to this one. But I think that Omega and Knight are going to deliver something special on pay-per-view that helps him come out of this matchup looking better than he went into it. So I think in the long run, it's worth the risk. But the perfect person was Kazuchika Okada. I think Jon Moxley was in that top 3 conversation, but because he's already a Continental Champion, that's another reason why that doesn't work for me. Okada was
Kevin Knight's a TNT champion.
But that's what I'm saying. Neither one of them makes sense, and
I know
they're not good choices. I'm saying Kazuchika Okada is the choice. Stop trying to come up with another way to get to 4 from 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada equals a better main event than any fucking choice any of y'all are gonna say. I'm sorry for cursing. God damn.
I like how you say I'm sorry for cursing and then just cursed again. But you have Kevin Knight over Jon Moxley, right? You think Moxley's 3rd?
No.
You think Moxley's 2nd?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Gray than Hara saying no need to get upset.
No, because I've had to deal with a week of people trying to come up with different answers that's not Kazuchika Okada. It's like Okada's the most obvious person. He's beaten Omega. This is a matchup that sells itself, and it's on a C or B level pay-per-view, and you put this big time matchup on it. That's how you're gonna fucking draw the house. That's how you're gonna draw people into the building. You're gonna draw buy rates. Okada's a person that he's Teflon at this point. He could take the loss and he could still be in the triple threat for the international championship at All In. He's totally fine in that regard, and he's already guaranteed a title match because he already set up one with Darby Allin that he wasn't able to do. There were so many reasons to go with Okada. It just doesn't make sense why they didn't.
Yeah, I still think the reason they didn't is Tony didn't want to do that on 2 weeks. I think he has too much admiration for the Omega Okada history to be like, yeah, we're going to announce this 2 weeks before the pay-per-view, and this is going to be your main event. And I know it's not 2 weeks build, but it's effectively a 2-week build from the announcement to when the actual pay-per-view is. I don't think he wanted to do that just to try to pop something. Kevin Knight makes sense as a long-term play. Like that's 100%. That's undeniable. I think story-wise, nobody makes more sense than Moxley. He's literally in this story with Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega, and he's been tied to this story even before Omega won the title. Like story-wise, nobody makes more sense.
It doesn't make sense towards the story because the story they're telling is Jon Moxley is preparing Will Ospreay to get the AEW World Championship, and in my head canon, he is basically preparing Will Ospreay to get the AEW World Championship because he believes he could beat Will Ospreay more than he could beat anyone else that's in the AEW World Championship picture. So him facing Omega that's breaking away from the actual story that's being told in a lot of people's mind, and then what they're telling us on TV. He's not focused on the AEW World Championship anymore. He's more focused on preparing Ospreay to get the AEW World Championship. He hasn't really shown any desire outside of looking at the title, and you hate rivalries that are set up by looking at the title.
This isn't looking at the title. I'm not even looking at it as Moxley challenging for the title in that way. I'm looking at it from an Omega Moxley perspective, where Omega is telling Ospreay, what the hell are you doing with this dude? You don't need this dude. Be on your own. So you do Omega Moxley, Omega wins, and then he tells, well, look, like, I just beat this mentor of yours. You don't need him. Like, you can't just go after
build
me.
up Moxley, you make him undefeated in singles competition. So Kenny Omega, probably one of the few stars in this company that's a bigger star than him. You're giving the win to him.
Okay, then who's going to beat Moxley?
Brody King.
I wish they would do that with Brody King, but
no, you asked the question like there isn't other great options for them to have. They have a roster full of great, better options than Kenny Omega, who does not need that win over Moxley.
Are they going to give Are they going to give somebody that win? I guess that's where my holdup is. I don't know if they're going to give anybody that win. So at least with Kenny Omega, I know the story that they're telling here, and it makes sense to me.
I agree with delayed grabs. I think in your booking, in your mind, Moxley is the henchman, wherein delayed grabs is saying SP3. No, the story we've been told is that Moxley is the real final boss, and Ospreay is the henchman that's going to Wembley Stadium. That's the story we've been told. So it doesn't make any sense for the final boss to face Omega before the big event.
All right, I don't see Moxley as the final boss. I see it as Ospreay.
He's the leader of the Death Riders. Ospreay's not the leader of the Death Riders.
I understand
we've all known
that. I don't see the Death Riders on that level then.
I mean, they are. The Death Riders are going to be in the main event of Wembley Stadium. Again.
But the leader's not going to be.
But the henchman is the number one henchman.
Oh, that's a great selling point. Let's put the top henchman in the main event of the pay-per-view.
I'm not saying I agree with the storytelling they've gone towards, but they have gone towards it.
We got a few super chats here. Chi-Town Sphere says, as someone who went to All Out 2023, which is my favorite show ever, I see a lot of similarities with Redemption, and I expect a similar outcomes afterwards. This will be looked back on fondly. The wrestling is going to be great. It is. It 100% is. No one's going to deny that the wrestling is going to be great here. The build has been just a little off. And it started because MJF lost on television 2 weeks before the pay-per-view when it was very clear the pay-per-view match was going to be Omega and MJF.
They still airing advertisements that say it.
Yeah, it's very funny. Yes. Look, if MJF and Omega is the main event of this show, we're not having any of these conversations.
No.
We're like, yeah, this is going to be a great show. Like, I'm really looking forward to this main event. All right, what are you talking about then Chi-Town Spurs? Like, if it's not just the wrestling when it comes to that. Like, I know Orange Cassidy was kind of made out of that show. You can do angles at the pay-per-view. Maybe they will. I don't know.
They can do some setup. Maybe we have FTR come back. Maybe we can have... Yeah, they can do some stuff to set up other matches for Wembley Stadium on Redemption. And I expect Redemption to be very, very good. It just hasn't been the best build to this show. And I think that's okay. I think we said the same thing about Forbidden Door, that the build to that show wasn't that good. And that delivered one of the best shows of the year. And outside of MJF versus Darby Allin, the build to Double or Nothing was kind of sparring. Like, one of the best matches on that show, Takeshita and Okada, got no fucking build for the last 3 weeks going into the pay-per-view. Like, it still came out being one of the best matches on the goddamn show. So I think that we're okay to kind of address and bring up the point that AEW has been lacking in certain places in the build to Redemption, and hopefully they can do better with the build to All In, because 9 times out of 10, when you look at the last couple of years with AEW, the shows that they build well into is Revolution and All In. That's all we could expect. And the best build so far to one of the AEW pay-per-views this year has been Revolution. So I expect that after Redemption, we're in for some good television heading into Wembley Stadium.
I think we've already got good television heading into Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, we had a great show last night. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole point of is All In overshadowing Redemption, because I'm like, Redemption looks like a good card. Again, I think the wrestling's going to be great. But I really want to see the Omega and Ospreay match. That's the biggest match they have right now, and that's not this Sunday. That's a month from now.
I agree with Henry K. It really feels like Warner's. This is a Warner's move more than a Tony Khan move of adding redemption, because it was added late in the game, and people weren't expecting it. I think that it's kind of had some effect on the build to All In, but they still have had a focus on All In the entire build heading into Redemption, and that's why Redemption feels very roadblock over the line, fast lane, elimination chamber, no way out-ish.
We'll get a great Dean Ambrose and Triple H match.
Yeah, it feels like a lame duck pay-per-view. It feels like a B-level pay-per-view that you just added in to pop a buy rate ahead of Wembley Stadium, which is going to probably be one of their biggest buy rates of the year.
I'm with Chi-Town Spurs. I don't think it's an added late pay-per-view or anything. They did the MJF match early, and the main event's not MJF and Omega. That's it. Because then you have MJF and Omega on this show, and you probably have Kevin Knight and Darby Allin on this show instead of last night on television. And that makes the pay-per-view better, build-wise, than what it is right now. But they had to basically combine those matches. Like, Darby's not even wrestling on this pay-per-view right now. This was your world champion a month and a half ago, and he's not wrestling on the pay-per-view. I guess 2 months at this point. He lost at Double or Nothing. But this was your world champion 2 months ago, and he's not on this pay-per-view. So they had to shuffle things around because of the MJF stuff, and this is what we have. Again, it's still going to be great. If MJF is still on this show, it looks like a better show as far as build than it is right now. It's still going to be a great show.
But it is a late ad pay-per-view. Like that's just a fact. It's not
sure,
it's not
but I don't think that
it's like that does have something to do with how it's been booked, regardless of if y'all want to admit it or not. It does have something to build, because before April, they did not know Redemption was going to be on the calendar. I know,
but they had it booked. But they had it booked fine, though. Like, it is a late ad, sure, but I don't think it has anything to do with, oh, well, this is a reason why it's been booked. So, like, in this way, as I just said, like, the show was a late ad, but if the main event is Kenny and Omega, we're not really, Kenny and MJF, we're not really having this conversation, even if it was a late ad paper.
Yeah, we will. The rest of the card ain't that great either. The rest of the card feels very haphazardly put together. They're gonna deliver great matches. Bandito and Kyle Fletcher, the Young Bucks and Mox and Ospreay, Cope and Cage versus the Death Riders, Tekla and Willow Nightingale. Tekla and Willow Nightingale has been the longest build to this show. It's been building for 3 weeks. This show, they didn't start building this show till last week. Like, this is a very haphazardly put together show, and it's far beyond just MJF not being on the show. This whole card feels very, okay, we don't have this, so we have to put this here, we have to put this here, and maybe it's a domino effect because of the MJF title change that happened before it, but there's all their problems outside of just the world title match on the show.
Sure. I'm not disagreeing with that. I think the tag team matches are... I don't know why the Death Riders and Cope and Cage is a tag team title. That backstage attack last night was very lame. Like, oh, okay, cool. This is your big build for the tag team title match? Sure. Fletcher and Bandito feels... Okay, Bandito gets another title match here. The Willow injury changed the women's title stuff. Like, because I don't think Willow and Thekla was ever the plan for this pay-per-view.
It was probably going to be Tekla and Mercedes.
I think injuries hurt this pay-per-view more than it being a late in the game ad.
Yeah, I just think that Omega was probably going to win the title at Dynasty until what was reported about, MJF having some creative input on the matchup being made for Redemption with Kevin Knight versus Kenny Omega. He's had his hand in creative the whole year. Whether people want to say it, I'll say the quiet part out loud. he probably talked his way into winning that matchup at Dynasty. I think Omega was going to win that matchup. And he said, let me hold on to the title. Let's do the Darby thing instead. And it worked out great. It worked out great. We got everything we could have wanted. We got the Darby run. He was able to have this, burning the candle at both ends type of run. MJF got a third reign out of it. And then we still got the Omega title win. So we got everything we did it. So MJF looks good, looks great with his hand in creative, but I just don't think that this like redemption is living and dying off of the MJF Omega matchup, because I don't think it was probably going to be that matchup if he wins the title at Dynasty instead.
All right, well, now we're going way back to April for a July pay-per-view. Like, who knows how things would have shifted if in April they had done that title change, because you had 2 more pay-per-views between then. So a lot could have shifted. MJF losing the title to Omega was 3 weeks ago. So yeah, that dynamic plays more than what happened in April. Kevin Knight and Darby Allin did take place on this show. Kevin Knight won. Good match.
Excellent matchup. They went out there and they just killed each other. That opening sequence before the bell even rings with Darby doing the tope, then he does this crazy jump off the freaking ring post to the freaking timekeepers area like he did to Ciampa in their matchup back in April. Him fighting the brawling on the outside was really well done. Kevin Knight played, I think this was probably Kevin Knight's best performance as a heel in the matchup. He was bumping like crazy. The code red where he turned inside out, I had never seen that. I had never seen someone turn inside out on the code red, landing right on his freaking chest. No, y'all being disrespectful. Henry K, Darby Allin is not a top 5 best TV wrestlers of all time. After his title reign, we stopped that. We stopped that conversation. Darby Allin is the best TV wrestler of all time. I don't care about the Kates and the Alexes of the world that hate Darby Allin. I don't care about no Maggie and Rob that don't like Darby Allin killing himself all the time. We have never seen a TV wrestler like Darby Allin. He made a random ass match with Brian Cage into a memorable matchup because he wanted to knock the back of his head into a ring post. He puts his body on the line every single time out. There is no doubt he's the best TV wrestler, and he put on another great matchup last night.
Good match.
Disrespectful.
It wasn't as good as their world title match.
Then you got idiots in the chat that just parrot you. It's just parrot. It was much better than their world title match.
I like the world title match better. Okay. It's not just me saying it. Other people are saying it.
Yeah, the one idiot in the chat.
No, maybe, but their world title match to me was better.
I disagree.
Do we need to go to like cage match to find out?
I mean, we can.
Okay. Last night's match got a 7.8. Mm-hmm. The world title match got an 8.1. So it's close, but the world title match was better.
World title match probably has like 100 more votes, so we'll see.
I mean, it does. It does have a lot more votes. Yeah.
No.
So for right now, it's better.
Not much difference.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm not saying it's like leagues better or anything. I just said I prefer the world title match. You're the one acting like this is the worst opinion in the world on a show where I've given a bunch of worst opinions in the world.
You didn't say that was you preferred it better. You said it was better. Like that's why
I thought it was better.
That's why I looked at it. I thought it was on the same level. I think okay. I probably rate them both the same, but
I thought it was slightly better. I probably
prefer this one.
Okay.
I liked how Kevin Knight worked as a heel. I liked how he bumped in the
matchup. Did too.
I liked the story of the matchup better than the world title match too. And the world title match was not even like a top 5 of Darby's title reign.
Okay. I preferred the world title match. I'm going to play the Tony Khan clip where I told him that my favorite match of all time is the Doomsday Cage match. And he's like, that's an opinion, Jeremy. That's your opinion. I've never heard that opinion before.
Opinion? Yeah, that's an opinion. We need to clip that. That needs to be.
It is very good. It is very good. What was the rating for the C2 match? Let's see. That's a 7.8.
Rate them all 4 1/4.
That's a 7.8.
About 4 1/4. Yep.
They're all 5-star matches.
They're all 4 1/4.
And this isn't the worst opinion in Jeremy's head right now. Yeah.
This is true. This is true. Yeah.
I didn't realize this was such a shocking thing to say I preferred the world title match, and I thought it was better.
Hey, you had a few people that agreed with you.
Yeah. All of Cage match agrees with me.
Mikey agrees with me. And I never agree with Mikey.
That means you know you're wrong. The entity of Cage
it doesn't, because it's not Xeno Hour, so I know I'm not wrong. Xeno Hour agrees with you, so you should know that you're wrong.
Well, he's gonna always disagree with you though, so that doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah, because he's hidden.
That doesn't mean anything to me. C. Delgado saying Clark Connor's Timu Hangman, and called Clark Connor's Timu Hangman, and he heard it. This was the best match on the show, man, because I love the finish of. I just said why. I love the finish. I don't think it was actually the best match on the show.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I was like, I love Jay White, but he looked a little rusty. He looked a little rusty in this matchup. It was a good matchup. Don't get me wrong, but the crowd was way quiet. It kind of felt like
the crowd was kind of quiet for the majority of the second half of the show.
Yeah,
to me, no, it was good. I like the finish because it was straight out of UFC, where Jay White just caught the spear with a Darce choke, and now he's using the Darce choke as a submission finish. Like, all right, sure. It was a little long too. Like, did we really need it was longer than Kevin Knight and Darby.
Which is insane.
Yeah, which I like the sprint nature of Kevin Knight and Darby. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm the first person to complain about why did it take this person so long to beat this person. You give Kevin Knight an 11-minute victory over a former world champion. I'm like, oh, okay, you're telling me something here going into his world title match against Kenny Omega. Like, that was good piece.
They did not mess around with trying to give Kevin Knight a world title contender type of final build heading into the pay-per-view.
I love that.
He opened the show beating a former world champion, and he ended the show busting open the current world champion.
Yeah, I love that, because I much prefer that, than, let's do a 15-minute match with Daniel Garcia. Like, that doesn't accomplish anything. You beat a world champion in 11 minutes? That tells me something about that. Did the match count the initial start? No, it's once the bell rings, Henry. Yeah. But it's once the bell rings. Like,
it's like a 15-minute match if you count that.
The initial start made Kevin Knight look better because Darby's the one who jumped him. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Jay White and Clark Connors. This is probably the worst match on the show, actually. The no DQ, the women's tag no DQ, I was kind of expecting a little bit more.
Yeah, I think it's because of when we talk about these hardcore women's matches from AEW, they have a standard to them. It's usually very bloody, very violent, very brutal. And this was kind of a box standard kind of no DQ TV match. They use the chairs, they use a couple of candlesticks, use a couple of tables. We get one person getting busted open, so it came a little bit underneath where it needed to be. But I thought it was still a fun matchup. Fun stuff.
Yeah. It was fun. You know what was off-putting to me in this match? Divine Dominion wearing those hockey jerseys. Those are sweet hockey jerseys. Don't get me wrong. But I'm like, why are they just wearing... Like, they look too normal in these hockey jerseys.
Like they haven't explained why they're... Is this a street fight? Is this supposed to be a street fight and they just didn't get the memo and that it's a no DQ match now?
Like, and then, Lena took hers off and she had her gear on, or maybe it was Megan. I think
Megan.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Megan took hers off and she had her gear on and everything. It was just like, You could have just like wrestled in your gear. Like you're Divine Dominion. Like you're supposed to be like these goddesses, and here you're just wearing a hockey jersey. Like I don't know. Normal people like me wear hockey jerseys, not goddesses. What are we doing here?
That's funny.
That was just I'm like, I don't know. I did like the hockey jerseys though. Those are sweet looking.
He's like, I like the hockey jersey, but a little much.
I love, hockey's my sport. I thought they were great. Like I'd wear one of those hockey jerseys. Yeah, they were early. They weren't in Canada. They were in Nashville last night.
I think they probably thought they were gonna be on Redemption. They had those made for Redemption.
Yeah.
So they just said, fuck it, we're gonna wear it here. I'm gonna wear it in Nashville.
Yeah, it was and the match was it was fun. A little plotting at times. Yeah, a little plotting at times. But
yeah, it got a little slow. Sky Blue is just really good in these style of matches. I thought she was one of the stronger performers. Lena Cross was good as well during the matchup. And Julia Hart had a pretty good effort. So the ladies worked hard in this one, had a fun matchup. Divine Dominion winning makes a lot of sense. Should it have been on the pay-per-view? Maybe. But I can understand why they wanted to kind of save it and have a big matchup on the TV, because the TV is what really matters, where they're really getting the majority of their money right now. So I understand if they value that over this one, especially because they gave them a women's match on the show when they already had like a 10-12 minute women's promo segment. So thank you, AEW, for providing some women's wrestling and women's content on your television show, unlike the other show I watched on Monday.
Brodito beat the Don Callis family. Bandito penned Kyle Fletcher. Here's a here damn victory before we beat you on Sunday.
But what a match! My
match.
lord!
Yeah,
oh
match.
My god, they went out there and killed it. Back-to-back weeks. Kyle Fletcher giving us the match of the night. Last week with Bandito, and then here he gave us a great preview to the Bandito matchup. They worked really well together in this one. I even really liked him working with Brody King. I honestly was like, if they weren't setting up the Fletcher Takeshita Okada matchup for All In, I would say that I would want to see Brody King beat Fletcher for the international title at All In, because I feel like that would be a big win for him. And I thought they worked really well together in this matchup. This was Brody King really shining with his hot tag and going in there and beating the hell out of Fletcher and Okada. Okada was so good with his facial expressions in the matchup, and then after the matchup, him giving the Rainmaker to Fletcher and then still doing the Takeshita face like, I don't really care that much. And then turn around. The timing, the best spot of the night was the freaking leapfrog finisher Brodito do, where he does the leapfrog off of Brody King's legs, Bandito, and he does the flip. And then he walks right into the Okada dropkick. The timing was immaculate on that matchup. It was shot really well as well. And I don't really always give compliments to AEW's production, but I thought how they shot that, they focused on Bandito and then they pulled wide after he makes the flip. So you see Okada hitting the dropkick. So well done. For the best wrestlers in the world, delivering us one of the better TV matches that we've seen this week. Hats off to all four guys.
Yeah, great match. And I like the tension between Fletcher and Okada, because that has potential to be a really huge match down the line as the Don Callis family continues to splinter, because we had Kevin Knight and Fletcher having kind of a confrontation after Knight defeated Darby. We were doing this yesterday, but I wanted to do it with you, putting the Don Callis family in tiers, like the A team, the B team type of thing.
Okay.
So I think the A team there's no set number. It can just be one person in the tier if it needs to be. I think the A team is Okada, Fletcher, Kevin Knight. Anybody should be elevated in that? Anybody you think that's down from that?
I think if anything, we could probably get Mark Davis up there, but it depends on what happens on the weekend and how they use him moving forward. But yeah, I think that's the safe bet, those big three. If
I have
Andrade
Davis,
was still here, he would be in there too.
I have Davis on the B team.
That's fine.
I think Davis is on the B team.
He could be the leader of the B team.
Yeah. I have him top of the B team. I put Doyle on the B team.
Yeah, he's there.
And that's kind of all I went with the B team.
Nah, I think you gotta pick Cage there because they've been using him a lot since he's come back.
So you think Cage? I was gonna say either Hechicero could be B team. He lost.
I would have said that if he didn't lose last night. Like,
this conversation we had this conversation yesterday before he.
I didn't
lost,
understand that choice though. He's a CMLL World Heavyweight Champion, and you just pin him. You had two guys that are not champions in other promotions that you could have pinned. So I would put. I honestly, how they've been using Cage, he has been one of the more prominent members of the Don Callis family. I think he's earned his spot on the B team.
All right, I have him closer. I mean, maybe he's a B minus. I feel like he's closer to C team than B team, but all right. So C team, Hechicero. I guess Rocky, Lance.
I wouldn't put
Clone.
Rocky and Lance on the C team.
They put a D team for Rocky and Lance and Trent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Trent. Yep.
All right. That's fair.
They're
I wasn't gonna go as low as D team, but okay.
C team would be Hechicero, El Clone.
C team, Hechicero,
Josh Alexander.
Clone. Alexander's hurt. Alexander, guys who are hurt, I'm not considering right now.
Okay. So just Hechi and El Clone and Volador Jr.
All right. Yeah, Lance, Rocky, Trent, D team for those guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm not mad at this ranking. All right, there we go. We solved it, everybody.
Look at that. The Don Callis tier list. We'll do it. I'll make one. If you give me more notice, I'll make one so we can actually do it on screen.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that, but I was like, we can just do it here. We don't need a full on thing.
We should do that with like the NWO.
Oh, like the full. And could you imagine if we ranked like every NWO?
Every NWO member since 1996.
That would be something, actually. Maybe we'll do that at some point. Main events.
Every Bullet Club member.
Okay.
That's your list. Yeah.
Okay. Main event, Death Riders and Omega defeated the Don Callis C+ team, B- team.
Yeah.
B minus.
B minus, yeah. BC.
B minus. B minus team. Cage, Hechicero, and Jake Doyle. Good match. Maybe a little underwhelming. I don't know. I thought
it was a very good matchup, mostly because the story they told. They didn't focus on like Brodito and Proto Kata were building towards a matchup, but they were focused on having a great match. Kevin Knight and Darby Allin, the goal was to put over Kevin Knight as a world title contender, but they also went out there and had a great matchup. This one felt very focused on telling the story of Ospreay, Omega, Moxley, more than just having a great matchup. It kind of was, the story was mostly about the babyface team, with the heel team kind of being there as a distraction.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought the dynamics was a lot of fun. The moment where Ospreay has to choose between his trainer and his favorite wrestler and chooses his favorite wrestler over his trainer, I think that's something that will be called back to. I like the fact that Omega and Moxley were able to work together for a brief amount of time, and then eventually that fell apart when Omega hits the V trigger on him. And then Moxley and Ospreay were able to work together very well, but not on the same level as Ospreay and Omega were able to work together at the end to pick up the win. So they told story with their actions, and I thought that was an effective way to build up the All-In main event, as well as give some build to redemption for the tag match for Moxley and Ospreay, as well as Omega's match with Kevin Knight.
Okay. But the whole match would be 3 minutes long. I mean, it was going to be a longer match.
Yeah.
It was good. I was just a little underwhelmed by it. You know what spot I hate? I hate because like Moxley's clearly holding the dude. And they move, and then Omega hits the V trigger, and it's like, how did you hit me? It's like, dude, you were holding him and he moved. Why are you mad at this?
That's your boy. That's your boy, Jon Moxley.
I was trying to beat him on Sunday. After the match.
You're trying to give the rub to somebody who don't need the rub.
I don't feel like there's ever a bad reason to give Kenny Omega victories. Come on now. What are we doing?
This guy over here.
The Roman Reigns of AEW. Have Kenny Omega beat everybody.
I agree. He is the Roman Reigns of AEW.
Yeah. After the match, they argue, and then the Young Bucks come out. They kind of have a brawl. The Young Bucks just like doing takedown stuff. I'm like, come on, just super kick somebody and go away. What is this takedown bullshit you guys are trying?
They're really mad now. Man, this is like Jimmy Macaram's dream match from hell. Matt Jackson brawling with Jon Moxley.
It just pops me when they're doing like double leg takedowns. Like, what the fuck is this from you guys? Throw your super kick and move on. I see the Young Bucks do double leg takedowns. And then Don Callis family got involved. The D team got involved, and then Kevin Knight wiped out Omega.
Great Shane McMahon-esque title belt shot. I have not seen that in like 20-something years. The Shane McMahon flying belt shot. Except this time, Kevin Knight did it over the ropes, which is even better than Shane McMahon doing the flying belt shot.
That was a very good shot. You could tell the way. I mean, one, it was probably obvious that Kevin Knight was going to have to get involved concerning the pay-per-views on Sunday. But like the way the camera
busted.
I'd believe it. Yeah, the way the camera was shooting Kenny on that final sequence, though, was like, oh yeah, Kevin Knight's about to fly in here at some point. It was really well done, though. Really well done. Yeah. And then saving the best for last, the thing that should main event the pay-per-view on Sunday, but it won't. The Thekla and Willow Nightingale exchange. Let me get my complaint out of the way.
Oh, my God.
Let me get my complaint out of the way. When Willow says you are a shortcut to the AEW championship, I think she was trying to make a short joke, but you can't say the champion is the shortcut to the title. That's the path to the title.
No, she's a shortcut. Because another opponent would be a longer path. It's a longer journey. She basically saying, I'm about to wash your short ass. You're just a shortcut to the title.
I don't think she knows. I don't think she knows what
I don't think
means.
I don't think you know what it meant. I know what it meant. I know what she's about.
It was a short joke. I got it because she went like that even. Like, it was clearly a short joke. I got it. I understood it.
It's a double entendre. Yeah.
I don't think y'all know what all this means.
I don't think you know what it means. No. You just trying to
You guys are trying to manipulate me, right?
No, I'm not. We're not trying to manipulate you. I enjoyed the hell out of this segment.
Yeah, the gauntlet was the shortcut to the title because she didn't win the Owen. The gauntlet was the shortcut. Thecla's the champion.
She's the shortcut.
Okay.
She's a shortcut to her title.
Okay.
But no, this was really well done.
It was very good.
I thought that Thekla she just exudes all this charisma and cockiness that is just so good. The way that she talks, she almost talks like a pirate at times. Like, it's just like, it's so hilarious. Like, I just can't help myself but to smile the entire time she's talking. And then Willow at the end showing some passion, talking about all the blood, sweat, and tears, all the gross stuff that she's had to do to make it to this place, to have that one opportunity at the AEW World Championship. I thought both ladies came off so well. They came off like two individuals that know their characters so well that this didn't even need to be scripted out. It was like, You know who you are. You know who you are. Go out there and cut a promo. Sell us on the matchup. And I thought they smashed it. They hit it out the park as far as selling me on this matchup and making it feel like there's an argument for it to be the main event. That's how good I thought the promo segment was.
I agree. After this, I was like, well, this should be the main event. No knock on Kenny Omega and Kevin Knight, but I'm kind of more excited for this match. So it's not going to be the main event, but
no.
Of anything that has an argument for it, this has the biggest argument. I'm not sure if any other match really has an argument. Like the Bucks and Moxley and Ospreay just kind of based on star power alone.
Yeah,
but that's probably going to open.
That's probably the third biggest matchup on the show.
Yeah, it's probably going to open though. I don't think any other match is really on that level. I'm fine at Thekla and Willow main events. I don't think it will, but I'm okay if it does. Honestly,
I feel like Thekla, if it wasn't the plan before, I feel like she's earned her spot in this all in triple threat. Like if there's any we already know like Takeshita, Fletcher, Okada, Cope and Cage versus the Bucks. If FTR returns, they're in that mix as well. I don't mind a third triple threat because I feel like her dynamic and the fact that she plays this very polarizing character will bring a whole different type of dynamic to Willow and Mercedes. Yes, Willow and Mercedes feels more simpler and it feels like a big enough matchup to hold its own as the women's world title match at Wembley Stadium. But Tekla's been so good. Thekla has been this is the biggest compliment I could give it. It's been like Becky Lynch 2018 of I'm earning my spot in this world title match at this big show. That's how good Tekla's been for me. And especially last night, she knocked that out of the park where I'm like, just give her a live promo time. Doesn't matter what the setup is. It could be her standing alone, her exchanging with somebody, or her dynamic with Mick Foley was interesting and fun. I liked Willow and Foley kind of relating to one another and relating their stories. They didn't even bring up the fact that they're both from Long Island, which I was like, that was a missed opportunity. But they just knocked it out the park. Tekla's been so good. She deserves to be in the world title match at Wembley.
Yeah, I'm with you. And look, if they were going to do Thekla and Mercedes at Redemption anyway, if that was the original plan, I don't know why. I understand All In's a bigger show, but Thekla's only grown since then. So I don't feel like there should be real hesitancy to do it at All In. We'll see. We'll see if that's where they end up going. Yeah, I think somebody mentioned of like the other reason to kind of make this the main event is it's less predictable than Omega and Knight. Like we know Kenny's winning that match. Like this, there's some intrigue to it. I still think it's Willow, but Thekla's done such a great job that it wouldn't surprise me. Hello, Sean is here. Hello,
and especially Sean. if she's losing the title, let her main event.
How are you, Sean?
I'm good. One of my favorite things of the year is Jim Ross saying that WWE media the media is too WWE coded, specifically naming SiriusXM's Busted Open.
Yeah.
And within minutes of the story going out, it's like WWE and Sirius launch a new WWE channel.
Yeah.
Called Busted Open.
Yeah, they have a full-on WWE channel on Sirius now. So we're never getting on that platform.
Those allegations. Ain't no beating those allegations no more.
Yeah, we're never getting on that platform.
Damn.
Sean, apparently, have you been nominated for the Ice Bucket Challenge?
Not yet.
Okay, so we were having this discussion. I want to do it on the show tomorrow.
Sure.
But I don't know if like you need to be nominated to do it because nobody's nominated me.
I don't think the police are gonna come get you.
They might. I don't know. The cops have shown up here for other reasons.
He broke the chain of command. He's starting a whole new chain.
I mean, I would do it live at the event tomorrow. I need to get my tickets though. They haven't sent them to me yet. But
all right. Well, I'll nominate you when I do mine. So
okay.
I'll put you in the nominees list, but I need
Maybe
someone.
I'll have to nominate you. Maybe I'll get the nomination before you will.
That's fine. That's fine. I guess I need to be nominated or not nominated. I just need to do it.
Stolen valor. Oh, that's good shit.
I need to do it because I want to do it on the show tomorrow. So if I got to be nominated, I need somebody to nominate me like today.
All right.
But I don't know who's been nominated.
Get on it.
Yes, so.
Nominate.
I was gonna see if Tony Khan would nominate me since he's a friend of the show now.
Yes, I think. How many times have you had him on? Once or twice?
Tony just once.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, listen,
once.
I've only interviewed him once as well.
Yeah.
So we're tied.
So,
nice.
Yeah, Grapsody is tied as well.
Okay, we gotta win this. We gotta win this.
And mine was the shortest of all because it was just a few minutes in at an event I was at.
The
all-in ticketing event.
Yeah.
Now, did I make that trip because the Bengals were playing that night and it was tax deductible as a result? Maybe.
Yeah, Tony joined us for an hour, which is still kind of insane. But
yeah,
I had to show him how to book. You know, he didn't know how to book before me.
I know. Yeah, it's very, very, very fortunate that he had you to do that. It really is.
He's never booked a 6-star show in his life. So.
There you go. Like, I mean, has he ever went 82-0? I doubt it.
That's right.
This is true.
Exactly.
This is true.
Exactly. We should have played 82-0 with him and see if he would pick Giannis.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that would have set it up better. That is such a loophole. Let's go. Later, Sean.
All right. Sean says he's not been nominated, so I maybe he hasn't seen it yet. He was nominated and nobody saw it, but whatever. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and I'll nominate people. I'll start my own chain. I'm a trendsetter out here.
Hey, I'll be here for a few more weeks. I can use my terrace to get doused in ice bucket water.
There you go. Okay, so this. Anything else from Dynamite before we move on?
I think that was everything. We had video package for Maya World and Hikaru Shida. We had a video package for Jericho and Tommaso Ciampa.
Hell yeah.
The Painmaker, showing all of his brutal antics over the last couple of years.
Absolutely hilarious. Painmaker
really good.
Package.
Really good to great show from AEW. Best weekly TV show of the week so far.
That's fair. That's fair.
NXT was pretty solid. Naraku and Tony D was fun.
The wrong winner in that match.
I agree.
Who was the guy that showed up at the end too? Who was that?
I don't know. They just kept saying he's here.
Yeah, he's here.
I think his name is Born Nasty.
Yeah, Born Nasty.
That's what it said in his trunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Born Nasty. That Born Nasty, he's got a lot of potential here. I've never seen the guy, but he's got a lot of potential.
There was a moment on Dynamite last night. I forget before which match it was. I think it was before the Jay White and Clark Connors match. But Taz and Tony Schiavone, their passive aggressiveness again, like Tony Schiavone,
they hate each other.
It's so
quite
funny.
Clear. It's quite clear. Anytime they go at it with each other, it's like
funny.
These people don't like each other.
It's so funny. But like Tony said something over Taz, and this is where my headline comes from today. And Taz is like, "It's fine. I'll lay out. I won't say anything." And I'm just like. Taz hates this man. It's so funny.
Why does he hate him? Oh, and should also mention Excalibur was off his game last night.
Yeah.
From the minute go. Did you hear the opening of the show? He's like, we were days away from Revolution.
Yeah.
And
then he was like trying to set up a match, but he's like, oh, and that'll lead into, and it's like, Thekla and Willow Nightingale. He's like, I'll get it right this time. Yeah, it was a little off as well. Yeah, they went out to Nashville night before, went to the bars down there.
Got a little drunk.
Yeah, had a good night. You know,
Yeah, a little tipsy. Had a little sip it.
So Sirius XM and WWE are launching WWE Radio. Sure.
Oh, that should be great, guys. Can't wait. It's not like we've had to listen to WWE radio for the last 15, 20 years with Busted Open.
Yeah, I mean, the Busted Open for a while was a lot more balanced because Tony was on the show every week on Busted Open. And then stuff happened, and now they've been very WWE heavy. And some TNA because Tommy was in TNA, so they did some TNA, but it's always been WWE heavy. And they're not trying to take down Busted Open. They're partnering with Busted Open.
They're teaming up together, guys.
Yeah, they're trying to take down Busted Open in the sense of like we want to eliminate all your non-WWE coverage at this point. That's how they're taking down Busted Open. But Busted Open's always been, at least for the past few days.
When I first heard about Busted Open, it was shout outs to my boy Roy, who used to go to like wrestling shows with me and the True Heel Heat crew. Me, Top Guy JJ, and Baby Seth. He was the only guy that used to always mention Busted Open to me. Like I never used to listen to it. He would always bring it up. And Roy was known in our crew as like the most pro WWE of them all. So how I knew of Busted Open was from someone who didn't watch anything outside of WWE for the longest time. So I was like, and then when I listened to it, I was like, okay, I understand why he listens to it. I wouldn't listen to this, but I understand why he does.
They've, at least lately, always been leaning WWE and not covering the stuff they probably should cover when it comes to WWE. You know, it's all, let's just react to the shows. And that's what WWE wants. They want you to just react to the shows, you know? They don't want you to
critique.
Yeah, they don't want you to critique. They don't want you to dive into the non-show news and stuff unless, you know, there's a major signing or whatever. But even like free agents and releases, it's like, oh, well, best wishes to those talent. What can you do? You know, this is just part of wrestling type of thing. This happens all the time. Now those talent can go out there and they can prove themselves type of thing. Like that's the kind of stuff they want. You know, they don't want actual critique. They don't want you talking about the lawsuits and things like that. And it's like, wait, why'd they bring this guy back when he's named? And it's like, wait, this guy hasn't read the lawsuit that he's part of? What? Huh? They don't want any of that kind of stuff.
And like, man, did you watch WWE Unreal?
I watched bits and pieces. I can't with that shit.
I understand why. That's why I asked the question. I can understand if you don't want to watch it anymore. I watch it out of like weird curiosity of how dumb they can make themselves look. And they make themselves look real dumb. But like the reason why I bring it up when you're talking about this is that Triple H really showed his whole mentality to me in this whole thing. And it was when they started talking, it was the second, third episode when they're talking about the John Cena retirement. And he's like, you know, some people say that the John Cena retirement was a failure. I think very differently. I think it was an unmitigated success. I was like, so
of course he does.
I was like, of course you do. Because he didn't even explain why it is. Like if he said it made a lot of money, we sold out shows, it was a success. I could be like, you know what? In your eyes, I understand you are telling your truth. But how it came across was, everybody's been saying this is not good, but I think it's good, so it's good. That's how it came across, where it's like, it doesn't matter how many people say this isn't good, say this isn't working, say that it wasn't like a job well done from the creative team, from the booking. He will tell himself, no, it's good. It's good. And he has a whole bunch of yes men that will affirm his thought. It doesn't matter how badly he is doing at his job, as long as he can look in the mirror and lie to himself and say that it's good, it does not matter, and we'll continue to get the same product we've been getting on WWE television, because that is the mind state of the guy that's in charge. And the last time that we had a guy that had that mind state of it doesn't matter how many people say it's bad, I think it's good, was Vince McMahon. And that's the guy that taught him how to do this.
Yeah. Look, Triple H had his honeymoon period, and okay. And there was good stuff during that. And that's been gone. And now you're seeing a lot of the flaws with all of this. And I don't think they do themselves really any favors with Unreal. Like, oh, this is how it's made. Like, it ain't made very well. If this is your whole strategy here.
Let's not give Ron Breaker the Royal Rumble win.
That was absurd.
We don't want
to
to push him down fans' throats.
That
Let's have Roman Reigns win instead.
All right, well, that I was okay with that choice.
I know, I'm okay with that as well. But when you say we're not putting this guy as the winner because we don't want to shove him down fans' throat, and then you present the name of someone who was shoved down the fans' throats.
My favorite part of Unreal is that like Roman didn't do none of this shit.
No, he is too big for that. This is why I love this. This is why he's my favorite wrestler.
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah, he was. I mean, on television, he was the focal point. He won the Rumble. He main evented WrestleMania. Like, you would think in the Unreal stuff, which was Rumble to Mania, you would think he would probably play a pretty big role in that. And Roman's like, nah, I ain't. Don't show me on these cameras. I ain't doing none of this bullshit. Get out of here with this. You go talk to Punk. Go talk to Cody. They'll do your dumb little show. I ain't about that.
Remember when Punk said he did what he avoids the cameras for?
Oh yeah, he's
Unreal.
all over this shit.
I'm not gonna do Unreal anymore. It's just not for me. Then he's like the main guy, front and center on this season.
Well, it's because
I was like, this dude's full of shit. I was like, all wrestlers are full of shit. When will people realize this?
It's because his wife was there. He's like, well, AJ came back. I got to put her over. So that's the only reason he did it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to check out on Unreal, and I like that behind the scenes stuff. I'm like, I can't. This is too much like brainwashing propaganda.
Yeah,
for me,
it is. It is a lot of brainwashing propaganda of something that's bad. They're gonna tell you it's good. It's good. It's good until you believe it. They want you to believe. No, the Bruce Pritchard though in the creative room, where he is the guy they present as the one who comes up with the idea to call people up from NXT. Yet he says it, we're going to call some people up from NXT, and they're not going to be ready. We're going to break some eggs and we're going to see what works. I was like, you would think by the way he talked that he is still in the year 2002.
All of them are.
He still believes this is Deep South wrestling. He's talking
about. He thinks it's OVW and Deep South of like, oh, we called up Brock and Randy and all of these guys, and maybe they weren't television ready, but we had to take a chance. It's like, dude, Braun Breaker was the champion on and Obafemi. Yeah, and Obafemi was the champion on a weekly television show that aired on USA and CW. Like, if they're not ready, then your developmental system sucks.
Exactly. That's the issue. Like, your developmental system sucks if you think these guys are ready.
It is amazing to me that like Bruce and Hayes, they're just heralded as these like geniuses and everything by people in the company too. Cody Rhodes loves these guys. Cody's like these super geniuses. These guys are super geniuses. And it's like, okay, maybe in the 90s that was the case. Like, it's 2026. I don't know if these like 70-year-olds have their finger on the pulse.
No,
in 2026.
I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell them. No, they don't. They don't.
Like, I don't think wrestling is as difficult as they make it. I don't think it's as easy as we make it sometimes, but I don't think it's as difficult as they make it a lot of times. But yeah, I just don't think these 70-year-olds are gonna understand like what works in 2026 or just how things have changed in 2026. The fact that they are like, well, we can't shove them down their throats. Oh, they might not be ready coming from NXT. It's like, what? Huh? What? Do you not hear these reactions to some of these guys? Like,
unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
This is the company we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, man. All right. Anything else from wrestling? I want to play some Six Rings. Way better thing than anything wrestling can offer.
I can't play that long because I do
Okay.
have to run.
Do you have like a hard out?
Yeah, closer to 12. I won't put like a exact time on it, but I do have matches of the week though. We do.
Oh, okay. All right, 2 matches of the week. We'll try to get 1 game in.
Okay. All right. So matches of the week. I got 10 for this week, but I do have some honorable mentions. We got from Collision, Kevin Knight and AR Fox. Really fun matchup. I call this, I put in my notes, the Jeremy Lambert special. Went under 9 minutes and it was a banger. That's exactly what Jeremy Lambert wants out of wrestling.
I did really like this match.
It was really good.
Although I thought AR Fox
running destroyer into the ring, awesome.
That looked cool. AR Fox hurt himself more than his opponent on that. He landed right on like his tailbone. It looked cool. He just didn't rotate it enough.
He's got muscles in his tailbone. He's good.
I guess so.
He's good. Then we got the Omega, Osprey, and Mox versus Don Callis family from last night's Dynamite. Really, really, really fun matchup. And like I said, a great story being told between the baby faces. And Takeshita versus Yuto Ice from the G1 Climax. I saw a lot of people, I saw some people who didn't like this one. I thought it was hard hitting, it was physical, and I thought they showed both of their characters very well during the matchup. But number 10 for me, from Saturday, the night 2 of the G1 Climax tournament, Roye Uiwa versus Shingo Takagi. 2 big brutes having a high impact throwing bombs type of matchup. Very much enjoyed this one. Won't be the last time you hear Shingo's name. Number 9, I never thought I would say this, Jeremy. Sonata is on this list.
Oh, okay.
Sonata versus Yota Tsuji from this week's G1 Climax show. I think that was on Tuesday. Great matchup. The first great Sonata matchup in more than 2 years. Hats off to Sonata. Put on his working boots this week. Number 8, I believe, from the show following that, Shingo Takagi versus Boltin Oleg. Great big hoss fight. 2 guys just beating the crap out of one another, hitting big moves that they probably shouldn't be hitting on these 2 individuals, but they were able to do it in one of Boltin Oleg's best singles matches of his career. Number 7, I got Kevin Knight and Darby Allin here from last night's AEW Dynamite. Better than the world title match. Enough said. Number 6, we got CM Punk and Cody Rhodes versus Gunther and Sami Zayn from Saturday night's main event. Lyra and Bayley were on my honorable mentions at first, but because WWE didn't care about it, I stopped caring. But this one I did care about because all 4 guys went out there and had a sprint. They were going fast-paced. One of the most fast-paced WWE tag team matches involving main eventers I've seen in quite some time. All these guys hitting big moves. Best matchup on Saturday night's main event. Number 5, Callum Newman versus Zack Sabre Jr. from the G1 Climax. Saw somebody in the chat asking me that question earlier in the show. This was excellent. This was one of the best matches of the tournament so far. Callum Newman bringing more of like his strong style and his hybrid type of in-ring prowess versus the technical ability of Zack Sabre Jr. and Callum having to dig deep. And one of the best finishes where it's just a finish that leads into a roll-up with a handful of tights, but it's one of the best executed that I've seen in quite some time. One of my favorite finishes of the year. Number 4, Brodito versus Protokata from last night's Dynamite. Phenomenal. One of the best tag team matches on TV this year. Number 3, Goto versus Yota Tsuji from the G1 Climax. No one drives the emotion and makes you believe in the underdog quite like Hiroki Goto. Hats off to Goto. Hats off to Yota Tsuji. Number 2, Shuri versus Natsupoi from the Stardom first night of the 5-star Grand Prix. An absolutely superb in-ring contest. Natsupoi announced today that she is retiring in January, which is a shocker to me because she's still one of the best Joshi performers out there. She went out there, had a splendid underdog babyface performance against the Brock Lesnar of Joshi wrestling in Shuri, and they went out there, they stole the show on the first night of the 5-star Grand Prix. And number 1, Yuya Uemura and Zack Sabre Jr. from the G1 Climax. beautiful technical wrestling. This is technical wrestling, how it's supposed to be done. Everything feels so smooth, so flawless. The execution is so pristine in everything they're doing, and it just leads, and it's like they basically are making music together. How they just flow from counter to counter, just a build up towards the end and the closing stretch that leads into Uemura hitting the deadbolt suplex. Just beautiful pro wrestling. Hats off to Uemura and ZSJ, the best match of the week.
Can't believe you didn't have any love for that woman's match on Raw.
What women's match?
You showed as much love to the women's wrestling on Raw as WWE did. The women's wrestling.
Hey, I still had women's wrestling on my list, though.
You did have it on your list. Yes.
Women's matchup than Raw did.
Yeah. All right, let's play one game. We gotta make this count too.
This is it. This is it.
I don't know.
This is it.
This is difficult. Like,
this is difficult. It is.
It's difficult. All right,
hey,
here we go.
We got it.
All right, let's do this. All right, Heat. LeBron.
LeBron James.
04 Wade. You go 04 Wade. Or you want a redeal?
That's his rookie year. Yeah. No. Yeah, redeal.
Try to get LeBron.
Yeah.
All right.
Or a better Wade year. Okay, 11 is a better Wade year.
Yeah. Still no LeBron.
25, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like 11.
Yeah, 11 Wade.
17 Dion Waiters. Hold on, Dion.
Nah,
Waiters.
11 Wade is where it's at.
All right, 11 Wade. All right, plus 6. Okay.
There we go. There we go.
We gotta get some defense here.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we gotta get some defense. Oh God, Hornets.
God, swap team. Anytime I see Hornets, I'm like, swap
I know. It's like, unless we get Alonzo Mourning. 95 Larry Johnson.
Even though I would still go swap team.
I'm gonna look at 95 Larry Johnson because I'm just kind of curious. Right. Yeah, okay. I was just curious. All right, swap teams. Utah is not too much.
Utah. Better. I mean, Darren
20
Williams
Mitchell
in 2010.
20 Mitchell. Do we go? 98 Malone. I know he
sucks.
Oh no,
like, 05 Karolinko. We need defense.
If we're gonna go defense, we should go 18 Gobert.
Okay, then I'm done with that.
You want to do 18 Gobert?
What year is Malone?
98.
Oh, that's his MVP year.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, Malone.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, offense.
See, I told you. Karolinko, though.
Karolinko was nice. Okay. I
told you.
Where was Gobert?
Defensive guy. He was all the way down there because his offense is a negative.
Yeah. All right. We do probably need to get defense. Karolinko might have been better for balance.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was in Karl Malone, but
it's MVP. It's MVP. Yeah. MVP, nasty man.
All right, here we go.
All right, Spurs. 03 Duncan. Right, there it is. I'm stopping right there. 03 Duncan. That's prime Duncan.
I'm just looking. Yeah, it's 03 Duncan. Yeah. All right, this should give us some defense as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was second behind David Robinson.
Ooh, David Robinson.
2000?
90 Davis and Robinson. No, 90.
Ooh. Oh, 90? Oh, he was a +4.
Yeah, 90 David Robinson was pretty beastly.
All right, we gotta get a defensive guy from either the small forward spot or point guard spot.
Oh, Sacramento's not gonna help us with that.
Is Meta World Peace here?
This is rough looking.
Nope. It's looking ugly.
This is rough looking. Do we do? I don't even know what we do with this.
Yeah, we
do we just reveal and then just see?
I think go position and go
position. Yeah. Okay,
but then maybe we can get a good Meta World Peace here, or Weber.
I mean, there's Weber, but Weber's gonna be power forward.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no.
Yeah, because Weber's power forward and center. Sacramento never had a good small forward.
Meta World Peace. Ron Artest. He was good for them. He's good on defense at least.
Yeah. All right. 06 meta.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There we go. Some defense.
It's such a weak rating.
Hey, I know, but
yeah,
hey,
I know. Like, there's nothing we could do about it. All right. Heat point guard or shooting guard because Wade can move to the point. I mean, look, if it's LeBron, I don't give a fuck about position. We have to take LeBron.
Jimmy in 22. That's NBA Finals, Jimmy.
22 Jimmy.
No, that's the year before the NBA Finals.
I mean, do you just want to do reveal? Because then we can sort it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy.
See?
Okay.
Jimmy.
Still not great defensively.
No, but still.
This is probably like a 2-win team. 2-ring.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oh, 3
rings. Look at that. Look at that. We're getting better. We're getting better.
Yeah.
See, we went with the right theory. Yeah, we went with the right theory of trying to focus on defense. With
Do you have time for one more?
At least 2 of the picks. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, Cavs. Let's get LeBron. Come on.
LeBron James.
All right, 05 LeBron. Sure. I don't care what year it is. It's LeBron.
Is there anybody else? Is there anybody else that we can look at?
Anybody else?
No, I was just saying.
It's a double dip.
A double dip. Yeah.
Cleveland. You want LeBron and LeBron.
It's LeBron. Yeah.
All right.
LeBron James.
Okay. Timberwolves. Okay.
KG. Kevin
KG
Love.
would be nice.
Anthony Edwards.
Oh, 2000 KG. I mean, that's got to give you defense.
Yeah, let's see. That's a good defensive year. Anthony Edwards in 23. Yeah, let's go with KG.
Yeah, I feel like you got to go KG. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Good balance there, too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Clippers.
All right, Clippers. Kawhi or Chris Paul?
26 Kawhi. That's his best year.
Yeah.
Should we reveal on this? Because I feel like 23 Paul George might have good ratings.
Okay, you reveal.
15 Chris Paul. Yeah, I feel like this is a reveal. Yeah, still Kawhi. Okay. Oh, Chris Paul's right there. It's even.
Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah. Kawhi's slightly
Let's get Chris
better.
Paul because we already got a small.
Chris Paul.
Let's get Chris Paul.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, we're starting off strong. We're starting off pretty good here.
Okay.
We can get a Michael, Kobe, or Duncan.
Well, Toronto's not going to give us any of those guys.
Yeah, no. None of those guys.
I mean, unless we're going to get
OG
here.
Let's get OG Hananobi.
OG is the power forward. I mean, he probably has good, decent ratings. 19 Siakam probably has some halfway decent ratings.
03 Vince Carter. I mean, that's the year before he goes to the Nets.
What's he got? Nah,
he's awful. Sucks.
You wanna swap teams or redeal?
Yeah, let's redeal.
Which one? Redeal? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 19 Marc Gasol.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, man.
21 Siakam? I feel like 21 Siakam. Let me look. I'm going to look at his numbers here.
Nah.
It's not great here.
We're probably better off with Vince at the 2. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Scotty Barnes. 22 Scotty Barnes.
That's his rookie year.
Yeah, rookie year. It's probably not great. Do we just swap teams?
Yeah, swap team.
All
Thank you. I was waiting for you to suggest it.
All right. Okay. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Where's Luka?
24 Luka.
Oh, best year. Boom.
Defense.
And we just got to focus on defense for the for the power forward.
Yeah, all right, 24 Luka.
Then we focus on defense for the power forward.
Kyrie slightly better. Oh, it's even.
23. Yeah, it's even.
Luka actually has a better defensive number than Kyrie.
Look at that, Luka.
Right. Yeah, we do need. Okay, well, I mean, Gobert and then Garnett slides up.
Yeah, do that. There we go.
I mean, if we have Gobert, okay, 22 Gobert.
One of the years he won Defensive Player of the Year. Boom.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
He's an offensive liability, but we're gonna have to deal.
Yeah.
Not bad on
Defense
offense.
wasn't even that great.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. John Stockton would have been.
It's probably another three ring team.
Yeah, I can see 3.
Yeah.
3 rings.
Yeah, 3.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have time for another one?
One more. Yep.
Okay. It'll be like Tuesday when we're like one more, and then we played like 15 more.
One more, and then one more, and then one more again.
Yeah. All right. Pelicans or Hornets. All right. Chris Paul, Anthony Davis.
Chris Paul is what year?
06. Young Chris Paul.
Yeah.
That Chris Paul's gonna be
years,
though.
Yeah.
I mean Davis, AD.
Davis
Anthony
is
Davis.
14. That's his second year.
It's his second year.
Yeah. Chris Paul is only his second year or first year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of want a redeal.
Really, this early?
Or flashbang, different years.
Flashbang, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not mad at flashbang because if we get a different year for Davis, then
yeah.
Okay.
If we get closer to like
the
late 2010s, yeah, there we go.
19,
that's better.
Okay. All right, 19 Davis
or
09 Chris Paul.
I mean, if you want to reveal both, see who's better.
Yeah, Chris Paul.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was beastly, dude.
Godly.
Yeah, Chris Paul. Yeah, he was beastly.
Chris Paul.
All right.
Yeah, he's godly in that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. His late Pelicans years. I mean, no, not really Pelicans, but yeah, his late years and then the Clippers years, he was beast. Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. Duncan
07.
07 Duncan.
Yeah.
I mean, not if we get 90 David Robinson again, because that was beast player.
That's true.
Nah, no David Robinson. All right, just Duncan.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was saying if there was a double dip, but 09 Manu.
No.
All right, 07 Duncan. I see. Oh wait, Manu.
Oh, you
nice.
was right. You was right. Only by 1.1.
Yeah, it's not too much difference. And Duncan's got the defense. All right, this is a good start. This is a really good start.
This is a good start.
All right, Bulls. Okay.
All right, where's Michael?
We're gonna force our way. All right, 90 Michael. We're good.
We're good. Yeah.
Do we double dip? 90 Michael, 98 Scotty.
Sure.
I feel like you can't go wrong with the Michael Scotty.
You can't go wrong with the double dips. That.
All right, 90 Michael. And Mike was plus 9.3. Not better than Chris Paul though, amazingly.
98 Scotty.
98 Scotty. Yeah.
Oh, we're killing it. We're killing the game right now.
All right. We got better balance. 20 and 10 on the balance here.
All right, defensive guy now.
All right, we still have redeal. We still have swap teams. We still got
Ben Wallace.
And
move Duncan up to power forward.
Move Duncan up one. Well, let's see if Wallace is on our list first.
Yep.
All right, 10 Ben Wallace. Yeah, that's wash Ben Wallace.
Damn, why they had to do that? Redeal, I guess.
Yeah, we can't use flashbang either.
Yeah, I wish we could do flashbang because if we just get a younger year of Ben Wallace, we'd be good.
Yeah. All right, redeal?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, can we still get Ben, please? We got Sheed. No Ben.
No Ben. Do we do position?
Yeah, do that.
Then do center? Okay.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
02 Ben.
02 is better.
Okay.
02 is better. That's his first big defensive year.
All right, do we do reveal here, and then if we really don't like it, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, Ben. Oh, defensively, Ben. Yeah,
I told you, this is first great defensive year.
All right, we take Ben here, right?
This feels like the best chance.
Yeah, this does feel strong.
The best chance.
Yeah, this feels balanced. This feels like at least 5, right?
I want to say we're gonna get our most here, or at least tie for the most.
Okay. Yeah, this is a balanced team too. We got defense, we got offense. All right. Let's go!
Let's go! The streak continued. Y'all
Let's
can't
go.
make a basketball game that me and Jeremy can't beat.
Let's go. Yeah, that's a strong team. That's a strong team. Paul, Jordan, Scotty, Duncan, Ben Wallace. Yeah. That's a
That
nice
Chris
team
Paul,
right there.
that Chris Paul game.
That Chris Paul year
How is he
insane.
He's the top guy.
Yeah, he's our best player. That Chris Paul here is insane. All right, so we've beaten 82-0. We've beaten eras. We've beaten 6 rings. We got to do the gimmicks of like salary cap and stuff now to beat it that way. Yeah, because eras you can do like salary cap and stuff to make it like really difficult. All right, we'll figure something else out for next time. But SP3 and I have conquered another game. I'm glad you stuck around for one more. You know, because we had to get it done. We had to get it done. A few super chats that I have to fully catch up on now. Jeremy, TK booked a match on Collision for you.
Uh-oh.
What? I don't know. I don't know. I've seen the Collision card. I don't know what matches specifically for me.
For you.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Okay. I guess I'll see once the show airs. Kane Lake says, "Thank you for the Who bit. You're welcome. I'll play it again." There we go. All right. And Cito Guy says, "We were cheering for Fletcher, and Brody turned around and looked at us and jokingly went, 'What the fuck?' He should have killed you guys. That would have been funnier." No, I'm just kidding. The trios match. What's the trios match that got booked? They haven't announced the trios match. I don't know.
The trios match? What's trios?
Is it Lethal Swirl? That's all I can assume is it's Lethal Swirl. Yeah, they haven't announced the trios match so
Twist.
far.
Why do
Lethal
y'all
Twist.
say that? A bunch of y'all say that. Call them Lethal Swirl.
Because Blake and
swirl,
is a swirl. So you had Lethal, so that's why I just think it's Lethal Swirl. All right. Yeah, they haven't announced. What's the trios match, C Delgado? You can spoil a match. Like, you don't have to spoil the result. I assume the result's going to be pretty obvious, but you can spoil the match.
Collision matches.
Yeah, especially Collision before a pay-per-view. Like,
yeah.
Although they do have the Sheeta and Thekla against.
Yeah,
that's a match where I'm like,
I like that they're doing that now because they did something similar before Forbidden Door with Athena and Mercedes versus Maya and Hayan. They need to keep doing that. Do the basically I call it the New Japan Row 2 matchup.
Yeah. Oh, Dalton and Outrunners against Kyle Roddy and Orange.
Oh, that should be fun.
Once again, ROH taking the L. What was your moment of Wednesday, SP3?
Moment of Wednesday was the monkey flip into the Okada dropkick. Period. And Tekla and Willow. Period.
My moment of Wednesday was the Kevin Knight and Darby Allin match that was not as good as their world title match. But it was still really good. Just not as good as their world title match.
Disrespect.
What did we accomplish today, SP3?
Not much. Except we got 6 rings, yo!
Yeah, that's all that matters. We got 6 rings, and we did the mid-year Weddies that I took very seriously, and everyone should.
Let us know what you thought about the middies in the comments down below.
Let everybody know where they can find you at SP3.
Follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHillSP3. I will be live in about 50 minutes with Jimmy Macaram for AE Ramble reviewing last night's AEW Dynamite. I really enjoyed last night's AEW Dynamite, so 9 times out of 10 says Jimmy Macaram will hate it, and we'll have a good time talking about it.
Jensen and I will be around at 6:30. We shall see if Jensen is still employed. Joel and I will be back tomorrow. I'm doing the Ice Bucket Challenge. I don't care if I get nominated or not. I will start my own chain. Until then, everybody, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Enjoy your Thursday. Talk to y'all later on.